Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Low Production. We're coming back with episode 23.
My
Let's
God.
let's get it kicked off with what did you think of this U.S. hockey
Oh
team?
man. Oh Jess. So I watched quite a bit of the men's and women's hockey. Just a wonderful, what a delight to be. It's one thing that we're the best at basketball because it's like we invented that. Well, a Canadian invented it, but it's from here. And then it's one thing to be the best at football because it's like it's here. But to go up there to Italy, but to go up there north and deal with those northerners, those filthy Canadians, and beat them at their own game. That's their national sport. Wayne Gretzky's Canadian. Gordie Howe's Canadian. Uh, uh, Mario, whatever. Lemieux. I don't know. They're all Canadian. Sidney Crosby. People like that. They're all Canadian, and we finally, for the first time since 1980, beat them at their own game. Especially the women's, a totally dominant run. They were beating everybody by like 4, which is that's like beating them by 20 in football. So I was just really pleased to see it, Jess. It really made me, maybe a little tear rolled down my eye, as a matter of fact, and an eagle screeched as I watched Team USA with that overtime goal, the men's team in particular. I knew the women's team was going to win, although Canada put up a better fight than I thought they would. But the men's team, that was still, they were dogs, going into that. They were underdogs. So I was just so delighted, Jess. And just what a wonderful feeling it is to be on top, huh? It's one thing, when you got a little sister, right? You can call her ugly and dumb and stuff like that. But when somebody else calls them ugly and dumb, I got a problem. And that's kind of what Canada's been like for the last couple months. Where they go, oh, the United States, hey, I can say that. You can't say that. Stay up there in your nasty, snowy country and your overpriced Toronto, and the Blue Jays ain't even that good.
Yeah,
And
I like the one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s the only good guy you got. Hell with them. Hell with Canada. USA forever. What do you got to say, Jess?
I like the one they had Josh Donaldson. He was cool. But
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, but he's a big jerk, isn't he?
yeah, he is. But he can ball, dude. That boy can
No,
ball.
he was. Yeah, he was something serious.
What I love is Jack Hughes, man. I mean, Jack Hughes told his brother Quinn
hmm
that he was going to score the game-winning goal, and he prophesized it because
Pretty cool.
it came
Did he
true.
prophesize he was going to lose his front teeth as well?
That's just a hockey kind of thing, man. Everybody.
Dude, can you imagine? You know what? He's going to go get him whatever, replaced, but I think normally they take him out for the games, right? That's why so many of them are missing teeth. And people are going to be like, "Oh, how'd you lose your teeth?" He's going to go, "Oh, just winning the gold medal for Team USA for the first time in 40 years. What do you think about that?" That's pretty cool. It's worth it. As far as I'm concerned, I would have given a couple molars too if I was him. But I think that's a worthy trade. But I think what a dog. He was
Yeah.
bleeding. He was picking his teeth up off the dang ice. That was pretty crazy.
It's crazy, right? Losing your teeth, bro, in a
I can't
game,
imagine.
man.
I can't imagine. I believe you've had some incidents like that, Jess, haven't
You
you?
sound like guy here.
And you're not
Oh
a hockey
man,
player, are you?
no, I ain't no hockey player, but dude, I used to when I was wrestling back in the day. I used to
Yeah.
take it out, and like I would smile,
Oh,
I'd smile at these guys, and I'm telling you, like man, like not really the good wrestlers, but like kind of like kind of like
sure.
the
The bad ones
fishy.
would.
You could tell, like you could tell they'd be like, oh, I don't want to mess with that guy. He's missing too.
Oh, you were racking their nerves, huh? Maybe that's
Yeah,
why hockey
man.
players do it too. They're like, "Oh, look at me. I'm willing to lose. I only got 32 of these puppies. I'm willing to lose them to win a dang game." So
Yeah, man.
maybe that's what it's all about. Well,
I
that's
think the
good stuff.
I think the more trailer park you look, the more they kind of be like, "Oh my gosh, do I really want to mess with this guy?"
Well, I think you're right. We used to have boys. When I played football for Gardner, uh, it'd be one thing to we go play Shawnee Mission East or somebody, and they were a pretty good team, or like Olathe North was a pretty good team, but when you go play them down local boys, or when you go see somebody like I don't know, Derby or somewhere, you're like, whoa. You're like, I'm scared. I'm scared of these cats.
Oh man,
I'm
there's a
not so
big
scared of the private students. I'm scared of the big old country boys.
You guys in Olathe North, man, you guys got like a big beef, I've noticed.
Yeah, kind of. Well, back in the day, Olathe North just would whoop Gardner every year, including when I was there, and because they were definitely the best Olathe school. All those big schools, Gardner, we had beef with everybody that would make a powerhouse because like Shawnee Mission had this program, and so did Olathe, where like if you wanted to do, if you thought you knew what you wanted to do in your career, you could go to a certain school that you were out of their, district or whatever. But then you're hanging out. You're just enjoying yourself, even going to a baseball game. So that's why I like golf, and I like playing golf too, because it's an excuse to be outside and get mad at your ball going every which way when you're trying to aim this way. So
Yeah.
this season's starting soon. Old Von hopes to be able to shoot under 100 this year.
Yeah, you've been going with your girlfriend too, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, we go quite a bit. Or we did last year, of course, and then it just got cold. And then we've done some. We've gone to places like Golf Ranch. Top Golf doesn't really work as a driving range because the balls are super heavy, so they don't really fly the same. But Golf Ranch, they use normal range balls, and it's just a tracker, like it's a camera that can track it. It's pretty cool. So we've been, trying to keep up on our studies. Hopefully old Vaughn can go out there and play around here pretty quick because he's got a hankering to. He's got a hankering to get better. Old Vaughn
Yeah.
sees himself on the tour in roughly 10 years.
Do you
No
like
doubt about it.
so you like the parts, you don't like the range? You don't like to go out on the range?
Well, I like the range fine. I do it as long as the golf course I go to has a range. I do it beforehand because I'm definitely not good enough to just step on that first tee and take a wallop on my driver. That thing is going to go. It's going to go about there. I definitely like to use the driving range, and then I would use it to like practice or whatever. But no, there's nothing like actually, walking through the course, or usually, you're driving on a golf cart, having a few beverages,
Oh,
and and just enjoying a lovely day. That's really what I love the most about it. It's just always nice. So I'm a big fan.
it is like nice to get out and do something in nature, like
That's right. It's like
it,
fishing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, do you really like are you that entertained by fishing? If you're a big fan of fishing, probably not. You're mostly just hanging out,
Hmm.
sitting, talking, or even sitting in silence if it's just you, like old Steve. And
Oh man, he's just sitting there.
and then you know what? Something bites. It all happens. You pull it up. I got dinner tonight. Or
Hmm.
whatever. So yeah, I totally get it. With I don't know. I think I'm just getting more boring as I'm getting older too. I think I'm chilling out more and more. I like baseball more and more. I like golf more and more. I like fishing more and more. Just all these boring things.
It's just chill, man. It's just really
Yeah,
relaxing.
yeah, I enjoy it.
I want to get me a bird feeder this year. This is what makes me think I'm getting old. Boy. Thinking about getting a bird feeder for my backyard. So
Yeah, what kind of birds are you trying to get?
I don't know, man. It ain't birds, to be honest with you.
Okay, I hear that you can put different things in there. You know what I'm saying to get like certain birds. Oh, sorry, my laptop's got some BS popping up. God, I hate this laptop. So yeah, I hear you can put certain things in there, and a sparrow will come. I like a
Oh,
cardinal.
a
Old Vaughn
card.
likes a pretty red cardinal and a pretty blue jay. Although I know blue jays are jerks, so maybe you could take some pot shots on 'em.
Man,
I don't know, but
maybe
yeah,
my dog could get one.
yeah, maybe. And let her have a little meal. But yeah, I
Yeah,
like right, bird feeders, gardening, things like that. You know what? Let's have a new movement, Jess, where young men we learn to do something, huh? How about that? You know? Let's
yeah,
all what happened to dudes being a bird watcher or whatever? You never meet any young man that's a bird watcher. Let's all make a movement. Let's make a movement like a carpenter.
well, I remember a couple of years back when I moved in here, I wanted to get into that sport, like just watching birds and stuff.
Sure.
But then I saw it's like that's like the second most unattractive, giving women the ick. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't want
Dude,
none of that.
you know what? No, that's what I'm saying, Jess. I think
Yeah,
that's why we don't do it. We men, we're so afraid of not being attractive to the ladies,
yeah,
and
man, we
for
don't want.
obvious reasons. But you know what? Let's make a new movement. Let's say, hey, you know what? Everybody likes birds. Come and get some of this. I got a
Uh,
bird feeder. I got a little honey. Like you're going to see a hummingbird out the kitchen window. Boom, there's one right there. And then I don't know what's some other. You know what? Like knitting. You know, girls knit. Okay, well I'm not knitting either, but I'm just providing examples of things to do. You know, I think knitting would be a cool one. No, I'm not knitting either. But yeah, let's start a new movement. If you're watching this and you think, you know what, I've had a dream to have a hobby or whatever, but I've thought against the optics of it, man, F it, dude. Go do that thing. Go buy that simulator racing wheel. And when chicks come over to your house and they say, "What is that?" you go, "Oh, I race." And you know what? If they leave, F them, dude. They're probably gonna leave,
Have you
but
seen
F
those
them.
crazy setups though? Like where it's like you get the racing fan and he's got like a whole like car that
Oh
he just
yeah,
races in. What do you
yeah.
think of
I've
that?
seen some pretty crazy ones.
I've heard you're pretty good at like racing games. That's what Amick and Joe was telling me the other day.
Oh, I was at the arcade, so that's not realistic, you know. I did spank Joe at the Hot Wheels arcade game at main event, and then I spanked Amick at a Cruisin' Exotica or whatever it was, you know. But when it comes to like, well, I don't know. I've never had a wheel, so like I play Forza every now and again. I
Ooh.
really enjoy Forza, but that's not really a realistic sport or a realistic game. I've played Gran Turismo before, but that's almost impossible to play without a wheel. So I've never really had a wheel, so I don't actually know if I'm that good at racing games. I feel like being good at racing games with a controller hardly counts anyway. Oh, I also smack my girlfriend at Mario Kart every time. I
Uh,
whoop her.
oh my.
She has a bad time. She has a bad time at Mario Kart and Mario Party. Ain't no free rides around here. I don't let her win ever. So she whoops me at board games, so it's fine. It's all even.
My beef with Mario Kart is like I like in racing games how you can just sabotage people. Like you can go,
Sure.
I'm kind of like not Lightning McQueen, who's the like a
Your chick
Katrina.
Hicks?
I feel like
Your
I'm
chick Hicks?
when I'm behind the wheel. I'm like Chick Hicks. I'll be like cutting these people off, and I'll be like just playing dirty. Old
I
just
see. You would get black flagged, they call that.
black flag. Oh
That's where they say your race is over.
man.
Take it back into the pits because you're a menace.
What's your favorite race of all time?
Like to watch? Oh, I get. You're doing the bar stool. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny,
Like,
Jess. I like the Monaco Grand Prix in F1. It's
oh,
never
man.
no one ever passes each other. It's not actually that exciting, but it's just so much fun to watch. So I like that one quite a bit. I like Bathurst, which is in Australia. They climb up a mountain and then drive back
Climb
down.
a mountain?
Yeah, and they do that for 12 hours in big old V8 supercars. They're race cars, obviously, but they got big V8s. And they're just ripping up a mountain and then back down the mountain. It's crazy. And it's a real thin track. Bathurst is a lot of fun, too. Anyway,
Have you ever went mudding?
mudding. No, I've never. I've been off-roading.
None of that? No?
No. I've wanted to off-road many a time in my life. I've been off-roading a few times, but only to get to a place. I've never done it just to do it, but I've always thought it was real cool. Like I've watched those videos of Jeeps in Moab. You know about Moab?
Yes, dude.
That's sick. Rock climbing and stuff. And mudding's cool too. It's just, I wouldn't want to get dirty. If I got stuck in the mud, I'd be like, man, that sucks. I don't want to walk through this shit. Fill
It's
my boots
so
up.
it's so much fun. You turn it on like Metallica, you turn on
Really. And you just,
Creed, and you're just going up these hills. Like it's crazy how they can climb these hills. Like the hills
yeah.
will be like this steep,
But yeah.
and I'm like, man, like you couldn't walk up them, but you can drive it.
Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You do this in the Silverado, huh?
No, no, no. Remember last time we got stuck in a Silverado? Oh man,
Yeah, that one was a lot heavier than yours, though. Maybe yours can handle it. I don't know.
3,500. No, no. So, I used to have a Jeep. I know people with Jeeps,
Sure.
and they'll take me out mudding, and it's like they soupy, like you said, like you don't want to get dirty, so it's like you
Yeah.
get stuck in the mud and be like, oh, I gotta get out and I gotta fix it. I'm like, okay, well, are they gonna want me to help? And they go, oh, you guys can stay in here and not get your vagina wet. I'm like, that's fair.
Oh, wow.
Call me that. I just don't want to get out. I would just
Yeah, make
enjoy.
fun of me all you want.
craziest part about these Jeep places you can go, like they're like 45 minutes out, is like apparently you can drink. There'll be people like because it's not like it's on like property.
Oh, you're not on the road.
You're
Yeah,
not on the
sure.
road, so people like, dude, it can get dangerous out there because people will be
It gets
drinking.
wild, huh?
Like it's like, man, it'd be more safe to drink on the road than drinking in the on these
They go out there
beverages
in the pit,
in the pit,
do
dude.
big donuts.
Because they'll be like, they'll be like, "Rrr, rrr," and then they just fly up something, and then there could be another car on the other side. It's like, man, like they got this place in Excelsior Springs, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I don't work in Excelsior Springs, dude, because
Uh-huh.
you running these calls all the time.
They need flags like they have for sand dunes or whatever. They put the big flags on the vehicles so you can hopefully see them over a
Yeah,
hill.
yeah,
That's pretty cool, Jess.
and they'll be out till like 3, 4 in the morning, dude.
Yeah. It's just good, clean, old-fashioned fun. Yeah.
Me and my boys were stuck one night, and dude, we're trying to get out of here. Like
Yeah.
we want to get home. We want to get home. We've been out here
It's getting a
all
little
day.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's real wet outside. It was raining, so it's very soupy, kind of like 1985.
But
Trying to get out of here, dude.
yeah.
And it's like we see another Jeep, and it is like in mud, like it's
Oh,
this
it's
deep,
sinking.
thinking. And he comes over. I'm like, hey, make a run for it. Let's make a run for it, because he's trying to get us to help.
That's some
And
pretty fun stuff,
and
Jess.
we're stuck too, but we're not as stuck as him.
Yeah,
And
right.
he's
Like
like, "Oh
that
yeah, I'm
guy's.
gonna have my nephew come up here. He's gonna pull me out." He goes to pull him out, takes the whole back bumper out.
Oh no. You got to put it on the frame, son.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's crazy though. Like it's crazy out there. It's a wild world.
That's yeah, totally. There's some, different strokes for different folks, Jess. That's what I got to say. Listen up, Jess. We're going to move on here. And we're going to go to I've got some nicknames for you. I decided to list some of the best nicknames in the NBA, and I have a couple NFL nicknames just because they're so good. And most of these are slanderous nicknames, just because those are funnier. So let's go on to number one, the legendary Playoff P, or Project P, or Pandemic P, what have you, for Paul George. What do you got to say about this nickname, Jess?
Ooh.
Are we going to
I like
blind rank these? Is that what we should do? A blind ranking?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Okay. Paul George, let blind rank him 1, 2, 7. 1 to 7.
Project P is gonna probably get a 6. No, 5. I'm gonna throw him at 5 because I
5,
think there's
okay.
better nicknames out there.
All right. We've got a new one that I heard recently for Paolo Banchero. They call him PB No J.
Woo! PB No J. I haven't heard of this one, and that's the crazy thing is my boy Marcus. He's a big Magic fan. He loves Pablo.
Yeah, he loves old Paolo. He ain't got no J though. No doubt about it. He got no jumper.
Now look, I like the nickname, but it is a little too long.
Okay.
So we'll put it over pushing P.
Okay.
Playoff P.
So what's that for?
Is that 5?
Well, yeah, you put playoff P at 5.
Ooh. I guess we'll put it at 4 then.
All right. Now we've got one of my personal favorites, the Halliman for Tyrese
The
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
This is
Oh
one of
my-
my favorite.
Oh man. Yeah, that's going 3 for sure.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now we got a couple NFL players, like I told you. We got for Matt Stafford, Stat Padford.
Stat Pafford.
That's a classic right there.
I don't know, man. I'll probably put that the 6th spot.
Okay.
This could be really good, or this
Yeah.
could be really bad.
Yeah, we're gonna be leaving some stuff, and then we got Tua turn the ball over.
Yeah, that one's good. I like that
Yeah,
one.
me
I'll
too.
put it at the 7. 'Cause
Wow, the
it's not
last
really
spot.
Great. It's not really a great nickname. I mean,
I get
it's
it.
funny, but it's like you don't want that nickname. You know?
No. Oh, these are all
Like the
slanderous, but they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue. I get what you're saying. And then we've got a new one because I'm a big KU fan, Jess, and we've got a man on our team that does not play, and his
Talking about
name's Darren Peterson. So his name is now DN Peterson.
What
do you think
did
about that
not
name?
participate. That's one for sure. That's gonna be the one
That's
spot.
number one. Wow.
One spot for sure. TMP
Okay.
Peterson. How do you feel about him, dude? Like with the season?
Well, he just played the whole game against Houston. It seems like he's going to play all of March Madness, but I got to say this, Jess. And I see a lot of people. I don't think that this is too biased of an opinion. Obviously, I'm biased because I'm a KU fan, but I see a lot of people on the internet saying the same thing. So I hope that I'm not too biased when I say that this is awful for college basketball, and we're going to see more and more people like him. Um, I saw a list. I think it was for right now the number one pick that's played the least in college was Kyrie Irving, I believe. And I believe he was injured for like half the year. So he only played like 20 games. Well, Darren Peterson is closely, he's going to barely beat that out. And he was somewhat injured to start the year, but at this point it's kind of become clear that he's taking himself out of games and whatnot. And his parents are okay with that, and his agent's okay with that because he's locked up the number one spot. This, to me, would make me nervous if I was an NBA GM. I'd be like, this cat doesn't seem like he actually likes basketball at all.
Yeah.
You got to like basketball. I mean, and you're playing for, okay, again, I'm going to get crazy biased, but you're playing for KU, dude. You're playing for a prestigious program, one of the most successful programs in the history of college basketball, and you've got a chance to get them, I'm not saying to win a natty, but you've got a chance to get them winning another Big 12 tournament or this, that, and the other, and you don't play. So it's been incredibly frustrating. They did start to play without him, and they almost played better. But now he's back. He did play against Houston, like I said, and he did a good job. So I just hope that we don't see more of this in college basketball, even though I know we will. That's what bums me out, because I'm like, he's the first of many.
Yeah, you're really killing the sport, man, doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might even see it in football, too, where a guy comes out of high school highly touted, which you don't see too often.
I don't think you're going to see that, though, because it seems like these top 10 rankings,
Mm-hmm.
top 10 high school recruits, you'll notice how, like, a lot of them don't even make the NFL.
That's true. Sometimes you'll see like a Trevor Lawrence, and you'll be like, oh, okay. But a lot of these dudes, you're like, I never heard of that guy. And it's like he didn't even really do well in college, let alone go to the NFL. So you're right about that. Maybe, hopefully football won't be like that. But for basketball, you can tell coming out of high school. Well, not always. Obviously, some players get better. But like Cooper Flagg, everybody knew about him when he was like 15 years old. So Darren Peterson, people have known about him for a while. Anthony Davis, people knew about him for a while. People, the true like number ones where it's like, this guy's a freak. He's going to be fantastic. It seems like they're typically right. So anyway, I just hope we don't see any more of it, Jess. That's what I got to say about that.
Yeah, no more of that.
We've got only one name left, Jess, on our nicknames list, and you have the 2 spot only open. And it's going to be for our boy Anthony Davis, who I'm a big fan of, but it's Anthony Day to Davis.
I think the list did. I think it did pretty solid on this
I think
list.
you did a good job, Jess. These are some good picks that you made here.
No, that was fun. We should do that next week.
I think so. I'll find more nicknames or just find random blind rankings.
And then, I like the blind rankings. It's pretty good.
All right, I'll try to handle that for you. But Jess, we've got one more segment to go here, and then we're done.
Drama of the year.
Wow. Best drama of the year, Jess. You're a big fan, huh?
Yeah.
Of the dramatic program.
Right. I really, I've been watching The Pit. The Pit's been pretty good. You put me on The Pit.
I'm a huge fan, yeah.
I finished season 1 of it.
Right.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. It's definitely one of those shows that, sure, it is still a medical drama, but, and of course, I'm an EMT, so like I don't know that much about what's going on there, but the stuff that I do recognize, I'm like, oh man, this is accurate. You know what I mean? Like they're actually using, they're showing you like how to intubate people. Like I've seen that obviously, and like just the things that they talk about that I do recognize. I'm like, whoa, they're like really trying to be realistic with this, including the blood, guts, and gore. But that's cool because that's what they go through. It's wild to me that ER doctors can go through. I'm not saying every ER is dealing with that amount of patients all day, but the inner city ones are. Truman in Kansas City is probably dealing with similar things, gunshot wounds and crazy injuries and, all this tough stuff. And they got to deal with it for nonstop, dude, for 12 hours. So shout out to our ER doctors. Shout out to doctors.
That's a really hard job. Like you see, it gives you appreciation for what they do. Because
Big time.
with all due respect, there's a lot of quacks out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like who? Like you don't like a podiatrist? You got problems with the foot doctor?
Well, the problem, there's like some physicians where it's like, where they're like, I'm like, hey, doc, I'm dealing with this, this, and this, and be like, oh, well, what do you want me to do for you? I'm like, I don't know, you're my doctor. Tell me what I need.
You know what? I get what you're saying.
I'm like,
I used to have a doctor like that.
Appointment. Spend $100 on this appointment, and you can't tell me nothing. You know what I mean?
You're right.
And I remember I go to the gastroenterologist, and I go, hey, they just check my vitals, and they go, all right, hey, looks like you're totally fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. My stomach still hurts.
Right. It's
Because,
like,
well,
just say you
it.
can't find it,
Yeah. And it's like,
Why can't you get your money back from the doctor? That's what I got to say. You know what? Because that dude walks in for 5 minutes. I used to have one when I was a kid. I don't currently have a primary care physician.
You don't? You're 26 and you don't have one?
I'm going wild, but I'm a healthy cat. I'm a healthy young buck, dude. Get perfect blood pressure, perfect blood sugar, no bad hairline.
Yeah,
I got sweaty hands, and my farts smell bad, but that's not.
Man.
I can live with that, But yeah, one time I went to him. I was probably like 17, and I was like, "Hey, yo, dude, my hands and feet are always sweaty, and it's really annoying because people shake my hand, they're like, ew. And then my feet, are either getting stinky or I'm pulling off my socks at the end of the day, and they're sticking to the wall. What's the story? I was like, hey, what's the story? Dude, this ain't normal. The sticky bandit. That's right, Jess. That's right.
Oh, man.
So I told him, hey, well, what do you, recommend or whatever? He was like, oh, you're 17. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, oh, you're a young man. You're going to be sweaty. I was like, no, dude, this is not normal. I was like, it's like they don't want to do no dang work, dude. It's like you already only been in here for 5 minutes. This ain't that hard, You're leaving it to the poor nurse to do all the work, and, give me that number. They'll turn your head and cough. And then you come in and just say, everything looks good. Dentists are like that too, bro. You got the hygienist that's actually doing all the work, cleaning your teeth, working hard. And then the dentist goes in, he takes one quick gander, and he goes, oh, your teeth look good. Gets up out of there, dude. It's like, what do you got to go do? I'm like, what are you so busy with today? So anyway, that's what I got to say about doctors.
Dude, I remember, so I cut my hand a couple of years ago. Big accident.
Oh, okay.
But I recovered. And I guess I had to get these stitches out. I'm like, bro, I can get these out. Like, I can just clip it, pull it out.
Yeah.
My mom, my dad, they peer pressured old ass. They said,
oh,
go get Dr. I'm not gonna say his name. We'll call him Jen. We'll call him Jen. Go see Dr. Jen.
Okay.
I'm like, at the time, I'm like, I can do it myself,
Right.
I mean, it's gonna cost me another $100 to go in there.
Yeah.
This guy, dude, I don't know what's up with him, but he's like, it's like he's completely sleep deprived, where he's like, oh yeah, we'll get this.
Okay.
So he goes in there and he cuts the stitch and he pulls from the knot in. And I'm like, bro, what? Are you serious?
Oh, man.
Are you serious? You pulled from the wrong end? Like, it hurt. Like, I was pissed. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
man, that sounds like it hurts, dude.
I
had a similar experience, but yours is worse, of getting the knot pulled into there. I had an experience where my dad's buddy was a doctor, and I had 3 stitches in my arm.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, let me show you those stitches, Bond. They'd been drinking. I don't know what it was. It was probably like March Madness or something, right? It was like an adult party. Old Bond's like, 13 or whatever, so he's hanging out. And let me see those stitches, old there, Vaughn. And he looks at him, he goes, oh, those are ready to come out. And I was like, all right, I'll get them out. And he was like, no, let's go, let's get them. And I was like, I don't need you to be the one to do this, bro. And so he cuts the first one. I believe it was 3. Yeah, it was. It was 3. So he cuts the first one, comes on out. I was like, okay, all right. Maybe this guy's the best. He's the best to ever do it. Cuts the second one, and I guess he missed or something, or didn't quite cut it all the way. So he gives it a yank. Not hard, but he yanks it. It don't come out. I went, and he cuts it, pulls it out. And I was like, God dang. Cuts the third one, yanks it. It doesn't come out again. He missed it again. I was like, give me that damn. I took the scissors and cut it myself. But it hurt so bad. All because they had been having too good a time,
Man.
So yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, shout out to doctors.
My dad, he used to work with his old Josh. He worked with his buddy Joe Rogan.
Joe
And
Rogan.
No,
Okay.
it's like money roll.
Well, okay, Joe Roll.
Yeah,
Kind of a cool name.
yeah. I got named after Joe. They're not friends no more, but I got named after.
Okay, cool.
But anyways, they had their own construction business.
Oh.
And with construction, man, you gotta find labor where you can find it. So I guess they hired this one guy, and these guys were crazy. It was always like safety third with my dad and all of them.
Yeah.
Like they take the safety pins out. So
What?
there's no safety on things. I guess
Why?
one day this guy stapled my dad in the kneecap. Stapled him. And it was like this big staple, like this big. It went in him, like it was this, like this. He was in a hospital, and they can't get it out. The doctors can't get it out.
What? It's stuck there?
They're like, because it went in his bone and shit.
Oh, man. Good
So my
Lord.
dad grabs it, he pulls it and pulls it out. Doesn't even tell my mom about it. And then like a couple weeks later, my mom goes, "I just got a bill in the mail for $600." My dad crashed out. He's like,
$600.
$600? I'm the one that pulled it out.
Yeah,
Why
for
am I
real,
paying
dude.
$600?
You telling me it's worth $600 to have somebody take a blood pressure? Come on.
And then the guy got named after Joe. Like, he had a nail gun, and
No.
he shot himself in the kneecap. Right inside the kneecap. Oh my gosh. He couldn't get that out. They went to the
No.
hospital.
Yeah, probably so.
Man.
Some of those nail guns, dude, some of those are, some of them use basically bullets, They're going, like, that thing was probably deep.
They're loud. I remember
Yeah, they are.
I had to do some construction for a couple weeks when I got back from Arizona to Missouri.
Yeah.
Worked
And
with
how'd
this-
that go?
Man, these construction sites are not safe.
No, they're not. Some of them do a good job. A lot of them don't.
See, this one guy, he's got an angle grinder, and he's got a brick, and he's cutting brick with this angle grinder. And he goes, "Yeah, so I don't have any glasses on me, so he just looks up and he's cutting the angle grinder." I'm like, "What are we doing, bro? What?
Right. Why don't you
What?
have just like some extra glasses sitting
You
around,
don't. You can't just go run to the truck and get some safety glasses."
That's crazy.
Old Jess knows all about safety now.
Well, yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with taking more time and taking, like having a safety on like a rotary saw or whatever. You know what? It's one more thing to do. Fine. It takes you an extra 10 seconds. And these guys just don't care. I don't know if they just don't love their wife and kids and they want out, but they don't care. Or like when they're hanging off the buildings or whatever and they're like barely strapped in, it's like, bro, like it's over for you if you fall. And I ain't gonna fall. I've been doing this for 25 years. Whatever.
You guys
I don't know.
gotta give these guys respect though, because it's like they built America. Like
For sure.
like these blue collar guys that are sitting in a computer crunching data numbers. Like their fulfillment they've got from life does not compare to these construction guys that built America. So I'll give them that. But I also say this: these are the same guys that'll work like a 12-hour shift of like
Yeah.
heavy induced labor, and they'll
Yeah.
go home and drink like 6-7 beers,
Yeah.
live on gas station hot dogs,
Huh?
and they go to work every day.
You're right.
Like I'll come to the lake with 8 hours of sleep, and I'll be like, "Oh man, I'm tired. My back hurts.
Yeah.
My back hurts. My stomach hurts. Man, I'm just trying to get by today." I don't
Yeah.
know how these guys are coming over in just drunk. They're drunk over, and they're just doing hard labor's jobs all day.
Built different, dude. They're quite literally built different. Those dudes are No doubt about it. They built this country, and they still are building the country. And there's also no doubt that safety's made it slower. Back in the day when they threw up the Chrysler building in whatever, 9 months. Well, that's because dudes were falling off the whole time. They were just like, oh, well, just gotta get another laborer down here, like they didn't care.
Oh, we
Now we care, which is good.
We got another one that fell this week.
Really?
No, just bullshit.
Oh yeah. Listen, Jess, let's get through these drama categories. Give me those other names here, and then we'll wrap this puppy up.
So we got The Pit at 1.
Okay.
We got Pluribus at 2. And
wonderful show if you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen Pluribus.
It's really good.
They got Severance at 3. And then
it's really good too.
They've got The White Lotus at 4.
Man, we're living good on we're living good on shows, dude. We're in definitely the golden age of TV, because you just named 4 unbelievable shows, 4 of the best shows that I've seen in a long time, and they all came out last year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Makes you kind of forget. I forgot all about Severance coming out last year, but Severance is a great show. I think season 1 was a lot better.
Yeah, I think I could agree with that. It's just, I hope they know where they're going with it. That's all. I trust the process because the writing seems to be really good, but I do hope that they know where they're going. You know what I'm saying? I
think season 1 was a lot better because it's like you don't know what.
Sure, it was like, what is happening?
Like, what is going on here?
That's true. Yeah, that's like, it was a lot more mysterious, and now you understand. Oh, okay, it's like 2 dudes or whatever,
Like, it just kind of takes away from the magic. Like, once you kind of reveal it, it's like, oh,
maybe you're right.
But that's what I loved about Severance. But Pluribus, I haven't seen Pluribus. In The Pit, I was gonna bet some money on The Pit, but
yeah,
these guys are like runaway favorites.
Really? It was so good when it first came out that, because no one had ever seen a show. There is no other show like that. Oh, hey, got to join in on some J's real quick.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the studio. We're gonna be buying some J's.
We're buying J's today.
All right.
Make sure my Apple Pay is correct. The link?
Yeah. What is it? Sneakers? Where do I go?
Yeah, you've got to go to the Sneakers app, and it should be right on there.
Yeah, here, if you guys want to put in for it, Vaughn will pay you back if you get the shoes.
If you're live.
All right, let's see. Which one is it?
It's the blue, it's the Union Jordan Fragment. Union Fragment Jordan, the black, blue, and red one.
Oh my God. Have you seen the blue cons?
What, the blue con? What's that?
The blue cons, these ones right here, dude.
Those are pretty cool, actually. Yes, I kind of like those, actually. I've never seen, I guess that those are from the 90s. I've never seen those before in my whole life. Like, I've never seen a picture of someone wearing them. I think they're pretty cool. And, they're Converse, but, like, Converse are cool. And you only ever see Chuck Taylor, so I think those are pretty cool. But yeah, Jess, I think you're right. I don't see how The Pit doesn't win. It's just such a unique show, and they clearly care a whole lot. The message is clear of like, hey, these people, not just the doctors, of course, the nurses, are going through so much to keep you alive because you're a moron, basically. We're all stupid, and we're all actively trying to kill ourselves, basically, and these people are on the front lines of just battling it out, along with EMTs, of course, and paramedics and firefighters and cops. But, shout outs to them. So I hope The Pit does win. That'd be a win for the emergency medical services as a whole, probably, as well. Because the more people watch that, the more people are aware of it's nurses in particular, what nurses go through, the BS they have to deal with, and the lack of protection that they deal with. So that's good. The Pit, wonderful. I hope it does win.
I like the Code one, too, because I love that one with True.
Oh yeah, that movie, yeah. With Dwight.
Hey, did you watch that?
I did watch that. I thought that was really good too.
I thought they did a phenomenal job too of just seeing EMS.
They clearly talked to a lot of first responders with how that show went, or with how that movie went. They
Yeah, I
clearly
felt
knew what they were talking about as far as dealing with BS.
yeah, man. They're only making like, and especially like people at AMR, man, making 30K a year. Like I got a buddy at AMR who's a paramedic right now, and he's not making. I told him about how much we were making at the lake, and he jumped on the idea.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But even, when you look at the stuff that paramedics have to do too, they're a little underpaid too, frankly, in most places.
Phenomenally underpaid. Like they just got paid at the lake. Congratulations.
That's true. Yeah, that was a long time coming, but they should be getting paid a lot to again, it's to protect people. It's that simple, but hey, that's the way it goes. We're always going to be, it's just like teachers or whatever, like most important freaking job, and we're never going to pay them very much just because
Yeah.
there's a lot of them, I guess. Who
Yeah.
cares, right?
I think construction workers, that's a very important job too, wouldn't you say?
For sure. Well, they typically get paid pretty good, though, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess so.
But you're right. I see a lot of them do. Oh, I got him, Jess.
No way.
Let's go.
Here's mine right now.
Well, that's okay. Man, W.
Man,
I
we're
hope
gonna
I
be
don't win.
We're gonna be matching, boy. What you know about it?
Oh, you want to keep yours? I hope
no,
that
I got you.
I entered a couple raffles. I hope I don't win them now because, well, Don's going to be fresh out of money, and they have gone down in value quite a bit. So, anyway,
Yeah, I seen they went like to 245, 250.
they thought they made way more. You know what? Last segment, and then we'll get out of here. These sneaker. If you're a sneakerhead, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's all these Instagram accounts that are kind of sort of, they've made themselves an authority on sneakers because things get leaked way ahead of time. Like they have to start making a shoe a year before it's actually going to come out. So things get leaked. But a lot of these guys just that you've never heard of, these posts get traction and then get spread everywhere. So I saw the one that said, hey, that exact color of shoe is only going to be 44,000 pairs, which is nothing. There's probably 1 million entries for those, That's nothing. So I saw, that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need to enter for all these. Well, it turns out 44,000 pairs was just the first drop. This was, apparently there's a lot more. And people are just trying to make a nut, you know what I'm saying? On old Vaughn, basically. They want to go, oh, hey, buy them for resale right now because they're not making anymore and they're going to go more expensive. It's kind of BS. It grinds my gears. So you can't really trust what you see on the internet all the time. Some guys are good, but I see that a lot with stock numbers. They're just making that shit up, dude. They're pulling it out of their butt. So, F them, Jess. All right.
These Nike Minds, man. I really want these Nike Minds so bad.
Well, man, Nike Minds are cool. Are there any more on the app? Is that why you're saying that?
No, I haven't seen them, but you're gonna let old Jess know. You're gonna.
I will. I always check Sneakers app. Yeah, if you're watching right now and you want to get old Jess a pair of Nike Minds, well, send him his way.
What do you think of the Nike Minds? I thought what's your opinion on them? You like them?
I just think they're ugly, but I do think it's an interesting idea. And I don't really know if I buy it fully. That like your feet have pressure points that go to your whole body. But I do think it's cool. Man, I'm getting spammed with I do think that's a cool idea, and I've definitely heard of it before. So hopefully it's true. You'll be the one to have to test it, Jess. You're gonna have to walk around and see if it stimulates your senses.
Allegedly, they've been working on the shoe for 10 years.
Is that true? Well, Nike is actually pretty solid with their R&D. Like they spend a lot of money on trying to make shoes better. So I do kind of appreciate that for them. Are they overpriced, because they're like $10 or whatever, and to make, and I'm paying $200? Yeah, sure. But I do appreciate that they're trying at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
Whoa.
it's like you see they're making these shoes out of foam and shit. Like it's like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're trying all of it. They don't care. Well, they want to be sustainable too, which is cool because leather's obviously not sustainable. You got to kill something for it. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate trying to use foam that I guess you can grow it. You can like make it out of like algae and stuff. So that's tight.
crazy.
That's cool.
We're growing
So,
shoes now. We're growing shoes. We're growing.
yeah,
Everything's getting grown now. We were just talking about it the other day.
that's true. Yeah, we're probably gonna maybe have lab grown meat. I mean, we do have lab grown meat, but we're probably gonna have it more commonly in a little while. I can dig that, as long as it tastes good. It's like,
good.
okay, cool. A cow didn't have to die for this, or a chicken didn't have to die. Sick, as long as it isn't gross. You know, like that dang Impossible Whopper. You know,
Ooh,
Ugh.
God. Oh, my gosh.
If it's like that, I'm out.
The greatest prank is taking your homies there and be like, you gotta try that Impossible.
I got pranked. I did try it. Everyone was talking about how good it was. I was like, I gotta go try it. It's like biting into a mushy turd, dude. A mushy baby poop.
That burger has to be like spray painted. It's gotta be spray painted, dude.
I was mad, dude. I was hotter than can be. I was like, there's no way that you guys think that this is good.
It's so bad, dude. It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Jess, we've somehow went all the way up to 50 minutes just talking about BS today. We were going to do a short one today, but we've done a good job today. So, do you have any closing remarks for the audience?
Oh man. If no, I think we did a solid job. I can't wait for Joe to edit this video.
Oh, he's going to be pissed.
He's gonna be like, man, they start talking about bird watching.
Just a bunch of
Trying to
BS.
buy shoes during the podcast.
I had to, the time came. I got the drip, Shout out to Nike sneakers for giving me the drip. Yeah, we appreciate everybody that's going to watch this. If you made it to the end of the video, I don't know, comment fresh J's. And I don't know. We'll give you a thumbs up or something. Who cares? We ain't going to give you nothing. We ain't going to give you nothing at all. We're going to be honest. You know what? Let me be honest with you. You ain't getting nothing for watching this. I don't know why you're doing it. But if you are doing it, we do appreciate it.
Thanks,
we're not
Craig.
giving no giveaways, nothing.
People want to say thank you for anybody that has gotten this far into the video and has finished it. I just want to say thank you guys so much.
No doubt.
Man, you guys are the best. I don't know how you guys do it, but you did good.
That's what I'm saying. It was a slog to get through here, probably.
Minutes?
It was a real slog, so we appreciate you.
Thanks for
But anyway, Jess, we'll catch each other next week. We'll be back for another episode of Low Production next week.